Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
I really like GX comp though. I think they have a really good mix of everything you kind of want to master. So he was actually busy and he couldn't actually stream with GX at the time. Doesn't mean that GX didn't practice at all, but just not at that team level.
Isma already ganking mid lane, forcing GIANTX to flash away. Jackie's was coming in with the teleport.
Together with Linsas, as we wanted to see, already looking to do these grubs.
Yeah, you talked about him being the jungle whisperer when he was a mid laner. This is what you want to see from Niski, teaming up with Linsas early on, making sure that he's out on the map first. Kazi actually staying around in bot lane that little bit longer, messed up GIANTX's tempo a little bit, so you can see Jun only just coming past that mid tier 2. First grub secured for Vitality, but Isma and Lot are here to challenge. Second one going over to Vitality as well. In the end, there won't be a feat from this, but Vitality get 2 of 3.
Yeah, I mean, crucial Nako didn't have his Mega form in these fights, because if you know his Mega there, he can actually look to fight that, but because he was so far from his Mega, they kind of had to concede that area. We're gonna see now is the Dragon that's probably gonna be on both their minds, as Isma is walking into Linsas' face here.
It's all as lonesome. Linsas doesn't quite get that small crowd, can start to walk away from it, but there's the Impale as well. But with the Weaver's Wall coming in, immediately is a 2v1. Linsas puts up the shield, trying to survive, will flash back into the bush. GIANTX with a great Emperor's Divide keeps Linsas alive. Off for Linsas on the bottom side of the map. Niski's looking towards mid here. Jackie's with no mana as well, can't put down the Unraveled Earth. And Jackie's realizes he is done for. Flashes across the wall, actually might be able to get away. I spoke a little bit too eagerly, but with the Grand Starfall coming in, Jackie's is just delaying the inevitable. A spear from Linsas finds the heart, and Jackie's Isma going for the gank in the top lane as well as Nako flashes away. Isma will get it with the Aftershock proc. In the end, a 1-for-1.
And who knows how to
overall, and then calls out that Pantheon is on his way top side. Now down towards the bottom side, looking for their first dragon of the game. A little bit later than we saw yesterday, but the question is, can Isma do something here? Can he steal? Jun just ticked over to level 6. They were waiting for that down towards the bottom side. Linsas will get the smite. And Jun, oh, he pops the quickness into the Impale. They're going for Niski. He's only 5 still. True Shot Barrage will connect. Niski has no flash and he's knocked back. Noah takes the kill.
Yeah, sneaky ward put by Jun actually manages to scout out that dragon being done. So even though they were late on the dragon, it's very hard to outsmite the Pantheon with the Q, execute, and the smite. But in the end, they get a little bit of trade back and we get a
good flash from GIANTX, and immediately Jun knocked under the tower. Can't dance his way out of that one. Lot flashes in. Grandmaster's Might, the ultimate popped as well as he tries to kill off Nako underneath the tower, looking for that empower. Does he have enough? He does. Lot with a solo kill.
Yeah, he's just helping him in the 1v1.
Smart move all around by Lot. Niski's still only level 5 here. Really wants that Unbreakable Will because he's on the wrong side of a Weaver's Wall, going to get knocked up by Jun. Unraveled Earth coming down as well. Niski, I mean, he's sidestepping as much as he wants, but there's nowhere for him to go. Turned into
what the name tag is right now, but it's giving Hylissang energy. Vitality should be in their comfort zone regarding that, and here Linsas wants to get a little piece of these grubs. Looks like Isma is gonna leave him and give him a grub burger just to satisfy him.
I mean, if Linsas gets both of these, that is Might spawning as well for Vitality, because they got 2 of the first ones, right? So 4 grubs in total for Vitality at the cost of Niski's life. Maybe you take that.
They're gonna put GIANTX against Lot, trying to stop the Jax from beating up the Naro.
Flashing forward. Chain of Corruption was used as well. There's not going to be enough damage, even with the piercing arrow. Kazi can't quite get in range with a hail of arrows. Lot is a bodyguard, and the grubs died there, then came out, went down towards the bottom side, didn't die there, but didn't really get anything there. Even now, only just in range to get that level 6 off the minions dying underneath the tower. Impale going down onto Linsas. He's going to dash forward. Niski goes onto Jun. That's not really the target that you want. Niski will get a stun. And Isma is locked up, but Isma very tanky right now. Neither team really wants to force it straight away. Niski is caught out a bit here, knocked back with the seismic shove into the knockup. He's gonna pop the Unbreakable Will, and that's a big ultimate to have down. And he's still getting chased out. Does have the flash, won't burn it yet. Jun's still looking for the chase, but nice knockback onto Kazi from Jackie's. In the end, it's just...
he was walking in here while he was walking in the spot while his whole team was in here way too early, and that ends up means he gets chunked.
Got caught out. GIANTX caught out as well with the quickness. Will have to dash away, but that's the Emperor's Divide down as well. A little bit greedy from Vitality to step forward into that tri-bush when, I mean, Niski's on the top side, you're not contesting the dragon anyway.
Yeah, and here we see a little bit of the disconnect between Linsas and Niski. Linsas was doing his camp, doing his gromp, and meanwhile Niski felt
Nako hitting the tower with those mites coming in as well. GIANTX investing for the Rift Herald. Vitality could challenge this. Giant can come in from the top side, does have that Emperor's Divide. Linces jumps onto Jun, the follow-up from Niski as well, but Isma over the wall. This is a double impale angle, can't quite land it. Unbreakable will coming out from Niski to get out of the Scorpion Stinger. And in the end, it's just those ultimates burnt.
Lot is here again.
Yeah,
he's dropping
around.
so much bot waves here. Look, now Nako is moving up, and the Herald is so healthy. If Linces doesn't die here, that means that the Vitality is actually going to be able to contest this.
Right, Linces flashes away, Niski dies for it. As you say, they're still pushing towards
look at
that
bot
tier
tower.
2. Nako is getting a lot out of this. He was 600 gold behind, and now basically even between those two top laners. Nako, still, that tower's at a 3rd HP already. Probably not going to be able to take it in its entirety because Lot has finally arrived. That is a massive push from the Vitality top.
Yeah, I think Niski dying there is no problem at all. I think in general, it's Vitality, you're really happy with this. This dance was so long by GX, and they invested so much into the top side, and they try to get so much here, but in the end, they only get 1 kill and the Herald. And I think Lot dropped at least 3 waves for that.
Yeah, and Vitality's position. Niski goes in with the combo, can't quite land it, as we see Isma working down towards this bottom side. Nako about to go out of Mega, so this is the good time that you talked about, Finn. We'll get the Nard back, but Isma's here in time. Nako does still have the flash, will jump once. Lot still looking for the chase, no flash for him. Nako, oh Noah, 760 his advantage. He's already at 2 items, whereas Kazi is falling a little short of that. Isma going in, looking for Linces, will be stunned up. Niski's coming around the side as well. Seismic Shove on Linces isn't going to do too much, but Niski jumps through the Unraveled Earth, so he's immediately stunned. Flash forward, here's the quickness. Nako with a good flank position. Niski almost falling already. Propels down to 100 HP, killed off by Jackie's in the end. Kazi jumping in onto Jackie's, but Kazi is dead. Nako doing so much work here, and Noah arrives a little too late. Nako with another. Linces falling lower. Noah having to flash across the wall. Nako's still on the chase, but can't get close enough.
The moment it shows up, so look at GX. No flash, no flash, no flash. Only Rakan has that flash. Getting so many summoners out, and Vitality just taking so much command in this game.
They are. They're going to be able to take the Artican as well, as GIANTX do get a mid lane tower for their troubles. The big advantage really is for Shia. You can see 1.2 and see GIANTX are looking to try and take this tier 1. Weaver's wall out, still stunned though, as Linces looks for the chase. Niski on the wrong side of the wall can hex flash over, but Kazi's been caught out, and the blast cone knocks him back. No flash for him. The Impale will spell his doom. Chayak TPing in as Niski now has a flank of his own. Noah trying to do everything he can, but Nako puts him in his place. Isma short to follow. It's Nako.
And look at this
Kill off
Nard.
this tower. Nako is in a bit of a precarious spot. Could jump the wall here. Jun is spotted on vision. And you can see actually Linces on his way across as well. There's the quickness. They're going to try and kill off Nako quickly enough, but they just don't have the damage. And now Jun is a mile away from Lot.
He's kiting
so well, and with the stun from the Pantheon, Nako still stands.
He can't keep getting away with it. Oh my God.
Away didn't get the pulverize off. Where are we in terms of flashes? Kazi's about to come off cooldown. Nako's the same. Noah's is a mile away, as is Jun's, but Jun has a flank position here and the quickness.
Yeah, this looks good for GX. I think here they're getting pushed off so much and they're so split.
Kazi caught, the quickness going in as well, only on to 2. There's not much damage here from GIANTX to follow up, and Kazi's still standing. Isma falling lower, and Kazi's still standing. Giant goes in and shuffles them all back into the waiting arms of Vitality. GIANTX saw the engage, but they just didn't have the damage to follow it up. It's a triple, but Nako wacko. Go GIANTX as Vitality get the clean ace.
And he's gnarly with it. Duo can defend top, and it looks like they can do neither.
Nako is just unstoppable in that top lane. Niski almost caught with the Impale, but the Chain of Corruption going back in. You can see Isma goes pop. No longer the tanky Skarner he once was. Nako gets to keep pushing, and now GIANTX is trying to defend in a 4v5.
And Sharik is so cheeky with it. He's playing the mind games with Isma. He walked up and hit the tower, but crucially, he had the soldier behind him, knowing that if Isma went for the flash engage, he could always just dash out to it and get to safety. Really baiting Isma in there. Really well played by Sharik, getting into Isma's head.
Nako's spacing as well, jumping away from the Counter-Strike and from the grand entrance from Jun. Vitality playing 3 lanes as the Nako jumps in. As the Mega Gnar was popped, didn't go for the ultimate, but 2 inhibitors already down from this push, and a minute 30 still left on the Baron for Vitality. This game has exploded.
Yeah, and Lune says he can split push because he has that man drop. He can just play on bot lane, get that wave in while his team is pressuring the base. Look at this, all waves are crashing at the same time. Flawless execution by Vitality with this, trying to crack open this base. Nako, they're on you.
Yeah, at some point GIANTX have to deal with the problem that's Nako. They try to do so, he just walks away. Vitality now have 3 waves pushing in at the same time. Quickness coming out into the grand entrance. Nako's still standing through it all and beginning to win out. on the 1v3. The Nexus open, Vitality up to a storming start on the back of Knock.
What a great game to watch, actually. And I really enjoyed seeing Niski's early game, how he tried to integrate himself onto the map.